Yo, what's going on, homies? It's your boy Stumped back from the OPTC video, and in today's video, diving into the 10-star Kizuna clash with a full batch team to take down 10-star Luffy and Law. Now, I've changed a few things since my regular full batch video. So look, if you guys are out there and you have the full batch, you shouldn't have been having too many problems up until this particular point, unless you're going incredibly hard. And if you're going incredibly hard, then you probably already have a team that you don't really need this one for. So I thought I'd put out this video because look, it's Super Boss season, something to talk about, I guess, and sort of showcase what I've been doing for this particular right now. For the first fight, nothing's really changed. I'm still using Sabo with the hack support. I'm still using Kaido and King, which is kind of essential. You don't really have a choice with Kaido and King because they're the only character that can remove tap limit. However, you could probably do something with Ori and Yamato. Definitely could be an option. But then you kind of look at what Ori and Yamato is doing, and you've already got all of that covered on the team anyway, so there's no real point to having that particular character. Where the big issue with this particular team for myself was matching orbs. Now, eventually, if stuff starts to get a little bit too shaky, I'll just slap a support on Bellamy, slap a support on the Don Quixote Pirates, just to guarantee an orb on the final stage. You got stuff like the Mr. 3 support that can give you a matching orb. You got stuff like the VV support that can give you a matching orb. But the reason I want those matching orbs is, the reason I'm so locked in on Kaido and King is because when you use their captain shift, they give you 1 orbs to the adjacent slots, and on top of that, they remove the bind on Sabo, and then they also remove that tap limit. But on turn 2, to get around the block orbs, to get around the remove special effects, you have Corazon, and then you can just bink a Doflamingo special to remove the burn. Obviously, you are going to get an attack down if you use any type orbs, but we're using empty orbs here, so that doesn't matter too much. And then when you just use all the Dovey stuff, it's a pretty simple kill from this particular point, so you can just basically hit your 2 perfects. When you hit with Corazon and he has a G or a empty slot, he actually gives you some resistance down, which is quite nice. So you just hit with him first, and it just allows that second tap to basically always kill. On the final stage against against Law and Luffy, it's weird that we're just sort of doing the reverse. You get special bound. Instant side characters get bound. As you can see there, you get special reverse. Here they have defense up, they give you tap limit. They have intimidation for an orb buff, so that's obviously why you want to use Bellamy on Bellamy, because you get the 3-turn orb boost. And he sets the defense to 0. Then when you captain shift with Kaido and King, you get those matching orbs that I spoke about. As you can see, Doflamingo there, he does not have a matching orb, which is very frustrating. But if you use a support that gives him a matching orb, it becomes a 1 slot, because Kaido and King turn quick orbs into 1 slots, which is really, really nice as well. Next, we've got Sabo. He's going to give us the advantageous typing effect for Cerebrals and a territory, which is quite nice. He does remove Special Mind as well. Not that you really need it, because Doflamingo can remove it on himself as well, but look, it just saves a little bit of time as well with doing the extra super type. So as you can see, still got plenty of damage there. Obviously, I'll change up my tap order and stuff like that once things get a little bit tougher. And when things get a little bit tougher, I'll slap on some supports. So Bellamy and my other Don Quixote Pirates are definitely hitting with a matching orb, so they get the orb buff and all that fun stuff as well. And obviously, 1 orb being a 2.5 times multiplier, it's a lot stronger than just a regular orb. Unfortunately for us, the Sabo isn't getting boosted on that team, so Sabo's hitting kind of like a peanut, and then obviously with the type advantage shenanigans, Kaido and King aren't hitting that hard, but look, beggars can't be choosers at the end of the day. Moving on to the next fight, this one I've changed up a lot. The 2 characters I believe I was using in my prep video were the elder characters, and look, they definitely can still work. I was using Saturn with the Peter support and then using the Bird, but the problem is the delay thing that we were assuming would stop the captain swap and the blow away, it actually still happens. So very frustrating in that regard. But what I was doing was stuff with Big Mom Katakuri and then using the captain shift to avoid the captain swap, like I did in my no new batch video. But we just found out after you hit a certain level, Big Mom's burn, or I believe Alba's burn, will actually work too. Their burn will actually just kill the revive. So unfortunately, they're not getting cooldowns, so you do need to have a ship maxed out sockets. But with double Doflamingo, you're getting 2 turns of cooldown from each Doflamingo, and then you have your sockets, your ship, all of that other fun stuff as well. I'm bringing Verse Kaido. He falls in the same vein as not getting cooldowns, but with the Mr. 3 support, and then Bellamy as well gives 1 turn of cooldown. You actually have enough cooldowns to get not only Big Mom, but you also get Verse Kaido ready to go. And the reason I've chose Verse Kaido for this particular fight is purely because Verse Kaido can remove the threshold, but he also gives you an attack boost, which is basically what Santana and the Peter combination was doing. You do lose out on a like, what, 3.5 compared to a 5 times, and you lose out on a territory. But what Kaido does provide is the extra, what, 2.25 increased damage taken, and he has a super tandem which you can use literally just with driven characters. So that actually works in our favor quite nicely. As you can see, we use Bellamy, Corazon, Doflamingo, and the super class of Doflamingo on the previous turn. And then when we move into this final stage, basically we can just use Kaido. He gives us a full border orbs, which includes Wano slots. As you can see, I've got them on the left-hand side for the 3 characters with type advantage. And then Big Bomb is going to give us that second conditional buff, which works quite nicely. You can slap the Otama support on too for even more damage here. But like, as you guys will see, like, we can just hit with these 2 Doflamingo and we'll definitely already win. Now, I'm not even removing the burn here, because what I found out is that, like, because it's a regular burn, it's not a super burn, it triggers at the end of the turn, and because you literally are using the burn strat, which kills like this, you never actually take the burn damage at all. So you don't need to remove it. You can literally just leave it there, because you're not taking the revive anyway. So lovely, lovely, lovely. That's the 10-star run. Obviously, as you can see, we are sort of approaching that level 100 milestone. I don't think I'll probably just like ride it out in natural stamina from here, because I have a lot of super boss tokens to burn, and I kind of want to start getting a wiggle on for those. But hopefully this video helped you guys out. Hopefully the prep video did something for you. And if it did, make sure to go down there, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, do all that good stuff. Most importantly, wherever you guys are in this beautiful world, please remember to enjoy the rest of your day. As always, homies, thank you for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one. Let's